afternoon. Welcome back to My Osprey TV. We've got a really neat business to feature today on My Osprey TV. We have the owner of Bloomingdale Rare Coins and Gold. It's a new business right on Bloomingdale Avenue, just behind AJ's Bikes and Boards. The owner, Brendan Carnes, is here. He is trained from the GIS in California. I'm going to let him tell us a little bit about that credential, but we're so glad to see you today. And you carry coins and gold, you buy jewelry, and you're a great new local service business in our community. Welcome, Brendan.
Oh, welcome, Marie. Thank you so much. I appreciate the warm welcoming into the Valrico Riverview area. So just to start off, my name is Brendan Carnes, and I have been a lifelong coin collector and got into jewelry in my teenage years and have continued those two industries for my life. So I moved here from South Carolina last year, and that was actually, I got here March 1st, and the coronavirus got deemed a pandemic. I think it was March 11th. So all hopes and dreams of opening a business as soon as I moved here kind of went by the wayside. And so finally, we've got it opened. Everything's looking great, and we're excited for the public to come in and take a look at us.
Absolutely. And I know you have a special credential. You went to school and took a very special training in order to become a certified, are you a gemologist? Is that what your term is?
Yes. So actually, in 2017, it was a lifelong dream of mine to go out to GIA, which is the Gemological Institute of America. And they are the foremost authority on diamonds and gemstones. So basically what that institution does is it teaches students to assess quality and to determine if a stone is authentic or a synthetic. And then also if there's been any treatments done to the stone that would alter the value and the stability.
Okay. And tell us, you decided to bring your business to our local community. And thank you for doing that during a pandemic. And congratulations for being able to achieve the opening of a business during a pandemic. So when you walk into your business, because I've been into your showroom, I see some coins, you've got some display cases. Tell us about what your business is here to provide to our community.
All right. Yes. So the business is here to help promote coin collecting and numismatics. So one aspect is we actually hope to invite children in with their parents, and we like to give foreign coins away. We find that it's a great way to capture the children's interest and imagination, because even though the coins are typically only worth about a nickel a piece, when a young child looks at them, their imagination just runs wild and they think it's treasure, and it really gets their interest going, and it's great to see that. So we have that aspect for the children. Then when it comes time for the adults, what we're finding that's very popular right now is investing in silver. It's a great way to hedge against inflation, which, as we all know, the government has spent about 25% of our floating currency in the last year. So that has had an effect on all commodities such as lumber, oil, silver, computer chips. I mean, just everything, you name it, across the board. Everything is up, up, up. And if you want to help protect your assets and your wealth, a great way to do that is by purchasing silver and gold. So I do have a couple items I would like to show you. First off is going to be a 100-ounce silver bar. So you get a little close up of that guy. It is actually about the size of a brick. And right now, this would run you about $5 over spot, which is going to put you right around $3,100. If you're not interested in quite a large size, such as a 100-ounce, we have some smaller pieces, such as a 10-ounce silver bar, and that's also going to be $5 over spot. And then lastly, we have some 1-ounce rounds, and those are going to be $5.50 over spot. We have many more silver products that I wasn't able to show, including 90% and world foreign coins. So yeah, we have tons of product, and we'd love to see you come in and check us out.
So Brendan, we'd hear about investing in metals. You know, again, you mentioned silver, there's gold. And typically, at least from my understanding of it, and I don't have any investments in silver or gold, but you don't actually get to or have to hold it, right? How does that process typically work, to invest in these metals?
So was your question, or your statement rather, that there are options to invest into precious metals with you without holding the physical metal? Is that?
Yeah, for instance, obviously, it's very, very cool that you have a brick of silver there, right? But if someone is looking to invest in silver or gold, I mean, you're not expected to keep a closet full of that stuff. What is typically the process to invest in these metals?
Well, actually, many customers do keep this in their closet, or
Okay.
or even buried in the backyard. I've had people come in and they had spent, the morning digging their stuff up to bring it in and sell it. It's not unusual in this industry. There are ways to actually purchase or invest into silver on paper, and that's typically done by purchasing mutual funds or ETFs. One of them is called SLV, which is silver. That's done on paper, and you can do that through your local trading brokerage.
And you also buy silver and gold from residents.
Yeah,
like
so
jewelry, right?
that's really going to be our third function. Is so firstly, we had, the coins for kids, we have the silver for the investors, and then for the people that have older coins, bullion, or jewelry that they don't want, they're ready to part with, or maybe they just need cash, we do buy and we sell. So we're got two avenues there. We do offer consignments as well. So if you have higher end pieces, we'll take those in on consignment. And
Okay.
Well, and Brendan, I love going through estate sales and online auctions. And oftentimes I come across coin collections, but I have zero clue what I'm looking at. So what are some of the basics that people can start to learn about, if they want to get into coin collecting and buying, maybe some of these rare coins? What are some of the characteristics that you typically have to look for?
well, one of the easiest things to do is start by looking for dimes, quarters, and halves that are 1964 and under. So those are going to be 90% silver. And right now they're trading for around 21 to 22 times face value. That's something that you can do. You can always start by going through your pocket change, or the change that you have in your change jar. You can look for wheat pennies, silver nickels, the silver dimes, quarters, and halves. And that's a great way to start. If you need a reference for values, what I would do is I would go out and get a red book. Those can be purchased for around $13.99. And the red book actually gives you the mintage, the values, and how to grade coins on every single American coin ever made. So yeah, I would advise all coin collectors or people that are interested in figuring out a rough idea of what their collection is worth to invest in a red book.
Excellent. So we know you're located locally. Do we need to make an appointment, or can we do walk-ins? What's our best way to come visit you? Whether we want to look at some coins, bring our kids in for a couple free coins, or bring you some things to evaluate?
Yes. So we're located at 1544 Bloomingdale Avenue, just behind AJ's Bicycles. It is not necessary to make an appointment, but you're absolutely more than welcome. If you feel that you have a larger collection that might actually take some time, please do express that in the inquiry, and we will make an appointment for you.
Perfect. And I know you've got a website and you're on social media. Tell us what your website is.
Yes, the website is Bloomingdale Gold, and we're on Facebook, and that's just under Bloomingdale Rare Coins and Gold. So we'd love for you to go on there, check us out, let us know what you think, and if you need an appointment, feel free to call us and make one.
Awesome. And I know I've been following you on social media, Brendan, since we met a few months ago. And what I love is you clearly have a passion for educating people, because you put a lot of information on there that gives me some history, some trivia, some tidbits about the coins that you're posted. So I could see that you have a passion for sharing your knowledge and your gifts with the community. So thank you for bringing your business, Bloomingdale Rare Coins and Gold, to our community. And I'm sure we'll be visiting soon. And as we talked about, bringing the kids in to grab a few of the rare coins or foreign coins and get them some interest in the history and the materials and everything. So awesome interview. Thank you so much for being here. And I think we'll be in touch some more in the future.
Well, great. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks again to Brendan, and make sure you go by and check him out at Bloomingdale Rare Golden Coin. It's so exciting, especially when you see firsthand people that have moved here into the region and just love the area. They feel the warmth that this community has, the support that this community has, and they're motivated to start a business. And we're so lucky that he's chosen our neck of the woods to open his new business. And so, again, sounds like a great opportunity for the kids to maybe take on a new hobby. It's, again, I still come across foreign coins and you kind of want to know, well, what's the history and who's this person and why was it designed this way? And so it's an adventure. It's a fun hobby. And like I said, I wish I knew more about it. So I'm going to go and pay him a visit. Maybe I'll start buying some of this stuff.
That's right. Just go straight to the silver bar. That's just start with that.
Oh yeah. I want a stack of those on my desk.
First, paper, use it as a paperweight. There you go.
Right.
I like it, but you always see your treasure in front of you right on your desk. That's awesome.
Well, one of the things that people aren't aware of is that to keep track of some of these new businesses that are opening in our community is to read the Osprey Observer. We have a lot going on in the community now that we're reaching normalcy once again. So Marie, what's going on?
Listen, I actually went to a press conference in person this morning. It was
Nice.
so different. It felt so strange. No masks on, other media there. It really started to get a sense of normalcy back in order. And even though we do a great job over Zoom, there's nothing like covering an event in person. So
Yep.
I'm glad to see those things back in person. So a couple neat stories in our community. BSAC, our beloved swim and tennis club that's been around for over 58 years. We've had numerous Olympians come out of that swim club, has changed its name. It's rebranded. It didn't want to be exclusive to Brandon Sports and Aquatic anymore. It's branched out. They do after school programs. They do programs outside of their facility right here in the Brandon community. Their new name is High Five. And that will encompass more so everything they offer. So many great community events, swim lessons, swim teams, summer camps, after school programs, more reflective by their new name, High Five. So congratulations to them.
The timing couldn't be better. I mean, for a rebrand like that, especially as people are starting to get back into extracurricular activities and sports and that sort of thing.
Absolutely. So congrats to our friends at High Five. We're really excited to keep growing that brand in the community. A couple other neat stories we've had recently. We've got some seniors that live in an assisted living over at the Bridges in Brandon, actually sort of Riverview. It's very close to the Winthrop area of our community. These seniors, even though they've been on quarantine for so long, wanted to give back to the community. They started a peanut butter and jelly ministry. They support the Nativity ministry that packs and wraps hundreds and hundreds of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every single week to give out to our homeless community. So great job to those seniors over there at the Bridges. I know they got on television last week for their program. So proud that these seniors in their retirement can keep giving back. Super cool story.
Well, and one of the best ways, to just kind of maintain your health and not only your physical health, but your mental health is to stay active and involved and have things to do. And so it's great that they have a vehicle, that it also gives back to the community.
And so our final story I'll tell you about this week that was really interesting to me is we have a new car dealership in town, right in Valrico, right on State Road 60. It's been a vacant car dealership. It was Q Auto for a while. It was an extension of Brandon Toyota for a while. Well, now it's called H. Gregg. Not to be confused with H. Gregg, because when I first saw the logo, I said, H. Gregg, the electronics store. No, this is H. Gregg, one of the largest used car automotive groups in North America. And there's now a dealership right here on State Road 60, full of cars, tons and tons of cars. So I think that'll make an impact for that corridor. And we're just glad to see a business open in that facility. They have over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles on site to look at.
Yeah, well, and I've actually seen that they're growing throughout the state. And so obviously, if they're picking a location here in our community, that's certainly a good sign for the economy, right? And again, I mean, no better place to be than State Road 60 there, and a facility that was already in place. I was surprised that place sat vacant as long as it did. Great to see another dealership back into the fray, especially right now with the car market being so hot, maybe only second to the real estate market, right?
Exactly. That's right. And it's an essential business. People need transportation. So it's perfect.
All right. Well, to learn more about these businesses and these activities, make sure you check out the Osprey Observer online at ospreyobserver.com and keep an eye out for the print edition of the Osprey Observer. On behalf of Editor-in-Chief Maria Gilmore, I'm Johnny Torres. Thank you so much for watching Osprey Observer TV.